Hey everybody, Stag of State. I'm pretty snazzy walkthroughs. Code Veronica X Resident Evil A rank, you know, that thing. Say hi.
I'm still here, yeah.
He's Narb. Hey guys, from Narb. Okay. Yeah, we're like the drunk type of tired, but okay, basically here's gonna be my explanation that applies to the whole video. Wait, how long's the video? Oh, it's like 12-ish minutes. Okay, here's the explanation that'll explain everything I'm going to do in this whole video. Alright, so see what I'm doing here? Just do exactly what I do, and maybe if I get hit, try avoiding that. And then you'll beat this game, alright? Okay, intelligent conversation though. Or at least an attempt at it. Okay, so, earlier, I described the first Resident Evil game as being a dated piece of crap compared to the rest of the series. Would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, I think that while the game is dated, I still think it's very good.
Okay, explain, other than the fact that it sort of laid the foundation for the series, what redeeming qualities does it actually have?
I mean, aside from Barry.
Okay, you know...
Okay, aside from Barry, I mean, there wasn't anything really wrong with it. I mean,
okay, want to give my 2 cents on that?
Sure.
I said it in the other video, but... Okay, first of all, the walls are all painted bright white.
Okay, that's definitely developers should have...
That was a poor idea.
Yeah, that was a bad idea, I do.
The palettes...
I'll consider that.
Yeah, okay. The palettes overall were just, like, crap. Like, the underground behind the waterfall area, like, try to justify for a second why would you use this, like, awkward green brick-like color thing. Because one, no one uses green bricks for anything. Like, have you ever seen green bricks anywhere?
Actually, yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Somewhere, probably. It's
okay.
Seems like something I've seen before.
Whatever, but, yeah. But, like, tell me you didn't, like, strain your eyes at all. It's like, trying to, like, I'm trying to look through here. Like, where's the turn? I can't see it through the palette, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the type of graphic... Oh, wow, I got hit by this again. It's like the type of graphical error you'd expect from, like, an NES game, but this was, like, PlayStation 1 technology right there.
Yeah. Well, the walls you're talking about, I didn't really take too much of a notice of them, so they obviously didn't really bother me that much. The white walls, I can see your point there.
Yeah, like I said, the remake is 1 billion% better than...
Yeah. But then again, with, like, with the pre-rendered backgrounds and everything, they probably had to make them bright, otherwise it would be way too dark and you couldn't see anything.
No, but I completely disagree, because the easily... Here, put this way. Like, the remake, they still had, like, all the pre-rendered backgrounds and whatnot, but they made them, like, the right colors and stuff, so...
Well, then again, they have more technology than this.
Yeah, no, they had more... But, like, gray was in the palette for the PlayStation 1, okay? Mm-hmm. You think they could have, like, had better ideas, say, hey, let's use gray instead of bright white. Like, don't you think, like, the white walls just, like, killed the any sort of atmosphere the mansion could have had?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, actually a lot, but
yeah, like
but it wasn't all white. There were a lot of parts that were other colors. I know there was that one hallway that was like red, like dark red.
Yeah.
That one hallway on the second floor.
I think I know. Is it like the? Okay, yeah, I'm not entirely sure which one. They slightly changed the layout of the mansion in the remake.
It's the one that like connects the room where you find Richard.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know. But...
The hallway outside there.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, the majority of the walls, though, there's the bright white color. And that really ticked me off. Like, on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm just like, jeez, this is bad. Why won't they just make it dark? Like, I think, like, the mansion was supposed to be, like, one big main point of the game, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In terms of, it's like, hey, let's go into this mansion. So, like, in the first cutscene or whatever, and then you're thinking, oh, wow, this mansion must be pretty friggin' important. And you think... They sort of like advertise the game is going to be, oh, you're in this mansion, the Spencer Mansion, blah, 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 blah. And then you're thinking, okay, why isn't this mansion as nearly as scary as it should be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, and then... Yeah, I think you can very easily concede to the voice acting is bad.
Oh, well,
and
of course.
The voice acting and the script writing is terrible.
It was.
I mean, okay, let's be like objective here for about 5 seconds. The Jill sandwich line, as like nostalgically hilarious that is, it's
It's
terrible,
awful.
terrible script writing. Okay,
It's terrible.
like compare that to the line they used in the remake.
Well, it wasn't.
You would have fit
it
nicely
wasn't
into a sandwich.
It wasn't great, really, but
No,
I guess they had.
I think it was the perfect improvement.
Well, I mean, the entire line in general, like the entire concept of it is
Yeah, I know.
terrible. But I guess as a new placeholder for that, like old
Yeah,
original one,
it
I
was-
guess that works.
It was a great fix to it. So like you can take that statement seriously. You know what I mean? 'cause it make-
moderately.
No, okay. It's like everything Barry said. He tried way too hard to make it to a joke, or I mean, no. There's this one funny thing I thought. You know, like the original, the one scene where oh, you don't remember this part, do you? You didn't see
No,
this.
I didn't see
Okay,
this.
you know, like the one scene, like after you fought Tyrant or whatever, like the first time, and like Barry's like on the ground, and he's like lying there half dead. He should have said Barry was investigating. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like, one of like the big jokes we've had about that game is just you talk to Barry. It's like Barry is investigating. I think that's just like okay. Thanks for telling us. I think at any point in that game did it have you like talk to one of your like the NPCs and then like they'll actually say words to you or no? Like like parts like where they're just standing there and you try to talk to them, like will they say words or does it just like text appear?
There might be one. Well, there might be a couple of instances of that with Barry. I know there were some with Chris and Rebecca.
Okay, because I know like all the ones with Chris and Rebecca that you talk to her and she like actually say words instead of like text appearing on the screen saying, "Hey, Rebecca's standing here."
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Rebecca will talk to you in that game.
Okay. All right. I'm saying, honestly, all right, did I explain this like one major issue I had with the script writing? It's not even just like the dialogue. It's like the presentation, other than just like the bad voicing overall. Like let me try to explain this. They don't use contractions ever. Like for the most part.
I've never actually noticed that.
Like I think I noticed it especially with Rebecca. It's like, Chris, you are here. How are you? I'm doing okay now. Thank you for saving me, Chris. I am doing fine now. So I mean that's not an actual line.
Is it more noticeable with Rebecca?
I think I noticed it a lot with Rebecca.
I never noticed it anywhere else.
Maybe it's just Rebecca, but when I mean they didn't like change.
Then again, her voice actor wasn't the greatest.
Honestly, until I almost accepted her voice actor as being decent until I noticed the contraction thing, and it just really started digging me off. Alright, and okay, now this is probably just like more of a neutral argument here. What was your opinion on all of like the live action cutscenes, like where they just like randomly took actors for no reason?
I don't even know what to say about those.
Has any other video game in history ever had those?
Probably. I've never heard of it though.
Like, was that like an industry standard?
I'm sure there were other games with live action cutscenes, but
Do you think it
I
added
can't
anything?
think. Well, to be honest, it's probably in those days it's probably better than what they could have done with 90s CG.
Did you see like the freaking awesome scenes in Resident Evil 3, like the train crash and stuff like that?
Well, that's like later 90s CG.
Well, no.
Because-
Here's my thing. I think the technology existed, but like, what was their budget
I
for
don't know.
like the original Resident Evil?
It's a good question.
Like, did like as the series became more successful,
Yeah.
like Capcom started having more of a budget for the game?
It would make
so
more
like we
sense.
can afford it.
Because if they did have the kind of technology back in the 90s, well, in that part of the 90s when the first game was made, then obviously they didn't like go overboard with the budget. As you can see, obviously, because well, it's the first game. It's like starting an entire new genre. I'm sure Capcom didn't think it would go anywhere.
Yeah,
or
true.
at least not as far as it did.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
no, it's kind of getting ridiculous. So it's like, hey, when's like? I mean, now it's actually coming out, but like the past like 3 years before, I kept thinking like, when's Resident Evil 6 coming out? Oh wait, there's like 5 more spin-offs out this year. Hey, released like Mercenaries 3D and you know,
Can I say that was completely pointless?
that was completely pointless. Say it.
It was completely pointless.
It was.
There's
It
no
was.
point to that game.
Yeah, there were Mercenaries 3D, but See, here's like the one thing I thought was really cool with like the live action cutscenes, or at least sort of, it was kind of CGI-ish at the same time. The the scene where the tyrant first comes out, that was actually like pretty freaky in the original. I think it was actually like scarier in the original than it was in
Yeah,
the
you
remake.
mean when he's in the tank?
Yeah, he's in the tank and then he comes out and he sees like throbbing heart and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I actually thought that was pretty freaky.
Yeah, that is.
You know, the one thing that was actually kind of humorous with those scenes. I mean, other than like the bad dialogue, like the original and like the first cutscene and stuff like that. Um, the scenes where the hunter is coming at you and like you see his hand that opens the door.
Yeah.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever. You know?
I guess that.
It's like-
I guess that hunter was smarter than all the other ones.
Yeah. I mean, no, I like. I forget exactly how they did that in the remake, but they didn't like actually see the hunter go and like open the door. It's like every other.
Oh yeah, and you know that one room, like the kitchen in the mansion.
Yeah.
In the original, I don't know if they did this in the remake, but in the original, the zombie did the same exactly. He just reached out and turned the doorknob.
Well, yeah. No, they did. They didn't do that in the remake. I mean, I think he just burst through the door.
Yeah.
Like no, I don't think. Like the whole point of a zombie is to be like brainless and stuff like that, you know. I don't think it's like, all right, yeah. And bro, I was like, okay, we're making this T-virus. I was like, all right, we have to make sure that everyone infected knows how to open doors. Okay, guys, we gotta open the doors. Otherwise, what goes are zombies, you know? Oh, jeez, Umbrella. Yeah, okay. What was like the main plot point of Resident Evil 2? Like the
Resident Evil 2,
like
well, that's just the entire like outbreak in Raccoon City.
Wasn't there like some like virus that Birkin made or something like that?
The G virus.
The G virus, okay. Doesn't it have like what's like the fancy official name for it? Is like the progenitor virus or something like that?
No, that was Resident Evil 5.
No.
Progenitor? Yeah, that was Resident Evil 5, wasn't it? Or 4.
No, 4 was
The Plagas,
Las
yeah.
Plagas, yeah. And 5 was pretty much the same thing, except I don't think they actually ever referred to it. Because I remember like the start, like one of the first cutscenes.
I remember
they're reporting back. It's like, oh, it's the same stuff detail in the Kennedy report, basically in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah,
And then Wesker's like, Ouroboros, and like you see it twice.
Yeah, I don't exactly know the technical name for the G virus.
Okay.
I think I only beat Resident Evil 2 once.
You beat like Leon A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, like, I am actually like, when I make enough money and stuff, and I get to a point where I'm not freaking out over gas money when I start driving, I'm gonna save up like $70 and buy a new copy of the GameCube version on Amazon, and then I'm gonna be happy. That's what it takes to make me happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, wait, did you hear my spiel on ports?
Yeah. Well, I think you told me about it today.
Okay, yeah, I was telling about it. Yeah, that's like the most demanded to be like ported Resident Evil game, because this is like from those people, that's like their favorite Resident Evil.
2?
Yeah, like everyone seems to love 2.
Yeah, 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, everyone like I've talked to about the old Resident Evil, it's like, oh, 2 is awesome. Like, I haven't played it. I played like half of it, or maybe like, I don't even know how far I got. I got to the part where I had like 3 of the plugs, and I was looking for the last one. I'm like, where the heck is it? Or here's a Wesker scene. So basically, what happens is Wesker comes and starts beating the crap out of Claire. Like, where's Chris? Like, I don't know where Chris is. I'm looking for him. And then Wesker gets a call. Oh, wait, gotta go. Kill you later. Bye. That's like all. That's like all the scenes in Wesker. All right, we'll see you guys next video.
Alright, see ya.